Hello, she said with a Doubtfire voice. So I'm back, and today I'm going to talk about confidence building techniques. As you can see, I'm doing this in a corner of my kid's bedroom right as I started to film my video the first try. My little maintenance people in my apartment complex were vacuuming, and it was super obnoxious. So today, I'm going to talk about confidence building techniques. As always, I have my notes ready to go. I constantly digress. I apologize in advance. I always own up to it. I believe they're good trains of thought, so I get them out into the world. Today, I'm going to be covering 3 techniques, okay? Because the videos that I found when I was recovering from my abusive situation, it was so many. It was like 10, 15, 20, confidence building techniques or DBT skills or all these things. And I just wasn't in a space to handle that many. Nor did I know, if let's talk about physical fitness, for example, because I'm about to jump into that. If you say to me, and I'm fresh out of an abusive situation, my body image has gone to doo-doo in my mind. I am having serious insecurities. I am not about to go running in public because of the way that my body moves, or I'm, nervous about being in public, which is a very real fear. I don't understand at the time. I didn't understand how that correlated to healing. I knew that there were other ways to do that. So I'm going to hone in on a couple different techniques here, 3 to be exact, and kind of discuss exactly how it is that they can benefit us when we're leaving the abusive situation or improving, or we have left and we're still a little bit lost. We got our vital organs saved, we got our job, we got our place to live, we got a car, cell phone, all that stuff. But now we want to learn how to actually truly be happy and move on from an abuser. So one of the ways that I found worked for me, and mind you, these are just 3 techniques that worked for me personally. Those are the techniques that I can speak on. Those are the skills that I can build on, because those are the ones that I understand the most fluently where I'm at in my journey. Please keep in mind that I'm only 3 or 4 years out from having left my abuser. So it's been a long road, and it's going to continue to be a long road. But, bear with me, don't bear with me. I'm just here to help as many people as I can on the way, because that's how I believe we should operate. So the first one is going to be physical fitness. This doesn't have to be, exercising to be skinny or lose weight. That's not what I'm here to preach. I am here to preach body positivity and having a mindful approach. So I have plenty of girlfriends that are, heavier on the weight spectrum, I guess is like an okay way to put it. They're very, very happy and healthy, to be quite honest, with the way that they look. And they know that mainstream media is not always going to lead to your internal happiness. A girl likes to eat. We like to get down on some tacos. So physical fitness, it revolves around our brains. It revolves around our, organs, our lab levels, our performance, however we feel about our body. That's being physically fit. So it can be things like dietary, sleep patterns, meditation goals. Being, quote, leveled out can dramatically improve our daily choices. If I go for a run in the morning, chances are I'm going to be a little bit less stressed out if hiccups happen in the daytime, which they frequently do. This is life. Maybe we're going out and making poor choices, creating anxiety and decreasing confidence. So if we go out to, for example, one thing that came to the top of my mind was if we go out to a bar and let's say that we, get a phone number from somebody that we normally wouldn't when we're sober. That can lead to a decrease in our internal confidence. That can lead to some anxiety. What is my moral compass when I'm intoxicated? Obviously not good. So, kind of why would we continue that behavior if it's not nurturing our physical fitness, our mental well-being? Why would we do that leading into the next day? Physical fitness, like I said, can be anything. It can be sleep, dietary, these are the different skills that I recommend with it. I always, always, always will recommend jujitsu. It is a fantastic way. Martial arts they're a fantastic way to, especially as survivors of, any kind of abuse, we feel a loss of control, and martial arts gives us a way to count on ourselves again and to know that if worse comes to worse, we would put up our best fight in an absolutely dire situation. And we know going into things, walking around sushi, walking around at nighttime and doing things, going for that run at night, we know that we would put up a damn good fight on our when we're on a jog, and we don't have to necessarily be terrified of everybody that passes us because we got it handled. And that internal step gives us confidence. That gives us the skills that we need to go for that jog, to go sign up for that marathon, to go, enroll in a Tough Mudder, to go do all these crazy, to go bungee jumping even, to go do all these crazy things, this physical fitness, this sleeping hygiene, this dietary, whatever it may be, if you need to eat more bananas. Having that discipline gives us the freedom to really lean into our confidence and know that when problems happen, we can solve them. So the second skill is going to be positive thought. So these connect into everything in our day. Positive thoughts connect, or should connect, into everything that we do throughout the day. Reaffirming positive thoughts helps us form new neural pathways over time. And this helps us basically shed our quote unquote old brain and kind of retrain our new one. It takes about 6 months to develop new neural pathways. So 6 months of positive affirmations towards ourselves is about the time frame that it takes to accidentally just start thinking those things. Even when crap hits the fan, if we've worked on that skill and we have that internal positive thought process, it's gonna just, like I said, make us feel so much better when we're, when it's chaos, when things happen and things go awry, They're a really great way, positive thoughts are a really great way to start seeing those subtle yet very important changes in life. And they seem to start out small at first and rippling or multiplying throughout time. As practice gets better, and instead of saying like, oh, I shouldn't have said that in that crowd, or maybe I had, maybe I met the wrong coworker and I should have spent time with somebody else, or something like that. You know what I'm saying? If you work in marketing, I work in marketing. So so when you kind of reiterate those, you're growing that new neural pathway and sort of growing it's like if you are missing a finger on your hand and it starts to come back slowly but surely, and it's a good working finger, it's a positive finger, it's not gonna, it's gonna help you make good choices throughout every day. It takes time and a lot of effort, but you can do this. Having our own positive thoughts also gives more independence back to ourselves, and it helps us realize that we can have internal power to make ourselves happy and give our own selves confidence rather than relying on outside people. So if you're single and it's scary and you just got out of this abusive situation, you want somebody to come home to, that's giving somebody external of you that power and control to dictate whether or not you're happy. And that is a no-no. When we heal from abuse, we have to establish our own inner workings and our own pride and our own, discipline, our own motivation. That gives us the power and control, so that no matter who we're with, if we are stuck picking, and this is not victim blaming whatsoever, but, if we find ourselves in tumultuous relationships back to back to back, having the confidence internally to decide, hey, nope, that was a red flag. I may have missed that in a previous relationship. I'm not going to miss that again. Building the confidence and those skills is going to help you determine red flags versus yellow flags versus green flags. And I think TikTok has a new thing where it's beige flags or whatever. Positive thoughts. That's the term I want you to take. If you take any one of these three, please, for the love of God and all beings on whatever planet, spiritual reality, whatever you want to call it, that you believe in, deities, you name it, pick positive thoughts, please. They just ripple into everything. If you have positive thoughts, you're going to get that job you want. You're going to, if you have a body goal, you're going to hit that body goal. You're going to, tackle a new task. You're going to learn a new skill because you believe you can. So the third one is finding yourself a confidence role model. Okay. I am a firm believer in that we are what we habitually do. So surrounding ourselves with people who are confident is a really easy and simple practice, and it allows us to have that positive internal monologue. you'll see our role models also giving us advice on how they might handle things which benefits us, because we'll have that outside perspective, and they'll also be possibly providing a better way to solve whatever issue we might have at hand. I'm a firm believer in repeat problem solving. So that's going to be a great confidence builder as well, and it's going to help us establish more independence. When we have someone who we can look up to and who is helping us work through our problems, we can really exercise our own strength and feel great when other problems arise because we can handle them. So I believe firmly that anybody you meet on this planet will have a new way to do things, to handle things that we come across in life. And if we can just pick and choose which ways we solve those problems and kind of exercise and execute those on our own, it's going to give us the incredible internal strength and confidence that it takes to make it through this life. You know, if we have a flat tire and we don't know how to fix it the first time, well, let's watch the guy fix it, or the girl fix it, whoever fixes it. Let's watch them fix the tire so that next time if we have another flat tire, we know how to fix that tire. We have the equipment we need. We can get ourselves out of a sticky situation. That is the most important thing, I think, in my whole life, is just, what can I learn from you today? Anybody I'm meeting, there is something to be learned from them. All of us are different. All of us are unique. We are all from different cultures, different builds, different lives, different, genetic makeups. We all solve things a different way. And that's what I believe humanity is about, is just coming together and helping one another. Just because, we made it through this abusive situation doesn't mean we can't turn around and help the person behind us. It's our job. We have to turn around and lend a hand to help the next person out. Or this giant epidemic of, narcissistic abuse, emotional, physical abuse doesn't stop. Because what are we? What good are we if we're not reaching out to help each other? That's our job. That's why I'm here. That's why I make these videos. I just try to encourage everybody who's been through the turmoil that is abuse to look into themselves. And we have to be able to have this inner confidence and have this established, internal support without needing external forces in order to turn around and continue to help the people behind us and further end the, cycle of domestic violence. So I hope this video was a little bit helpful. I know it's just 3 methods. Stick with 3 for a while, then go to 6, then go to 9. Start out small, take those tiny bites. This is a marathon. This is not a sprint. So you got this. I'm so proud of you.